Hey, what's up everybody? BL44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so as I promised, I would give you an entirely different topic. I just made a video right now, and of course, doing as I said. So, this is what I'm here to say. The Los Angeles Lakers have walked away from the table with the Indiana Pacers. That is the latest I've heard in regards to that. I don't know how much truth that actually holds because there's never really a situation where I actually think GMs actually walk away from the table. They just choose not to do the deal that's in front of them. No one's ever really away from the table. But nevertheless, they're going to cease conversations about the deals that they've been engaging in, from what I understand. That is what has been reported. And the reason being is because they can't get anywhere with the deal. The Lakers don't want to give up 2 picks, and the Indiana Pacers don't want to do a deal where 2 picks aren't involved. Simple and plain. As I told you guys many times, my theory and my speculation about the situation is that the Indiana Pacers are just doing the Lakers a solid, just like they did the Suns a solid, and just kind of sitting here playing decoy while guys pretend to be doing stuff that they're not actually doing. That's exactly what I think is going on. I don't think there's really any negotiation to be had because the Lakers don't want what the Pacers have. Now, granted, Buddy Hield is an entirely different conversation. We do want Buddy Hield, but to a very, very certain degree. We don't want to overpay for him. We don't even want to pay his price, basically. We just want to acquire him pretty much for free if possible. And that's not real. That's not real. The Pacers are a team that's proud. They got negotiation, animosity with us based on energy that has taken place in the past with Paul George and all types of stuff that I've surmised. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's how I see it. And this is animosity. There's been animosity there. They always overprice stuff when having conversations with us. And so maybe it's a little bit of that going on our end as well. Maybe we don't want to do a deal with them. I don't know, but whatever the case may be, it just seems like both teams are just sitting there pretending to kick the can where they're actually not interested in doing anything. And I think that holds purpose. I think that holds a lot of purpose in the presence of negotiations, in the presence of leverage, in the presence of trying to do other deals. You want to always have a team linked to you to leverage against other deals. So I think that's exactly what's happening here. We're staying engaged with the Pacers to appear as if we have some other business going on other than what it is that we actually want to do. That's how I see it. Because if there was something that was actually to be done, it would have been done already 3, 4, 5 times over. They've been talking all summer. The pieces ain't moved. It ain't like the prices have changed on these pieces. We ain't seen nobody run around. These price tags have been the same all summer on everything. So I don't think anybody's actually getting on the phone saying, well, maybe we could try this scenario for the 708th time. Like, I just don't think that's actually happening. Guys are probably calling and saying, hey, how's the wife? Good. Hey, what'd you have for dinner? Nah, all right, yeah, cool. You want to do the deal? Nah, not me either. All right, have a good one. That's probably how that's going every day. Something along the lines of that. Because it's just like, how much more do we have to discuss? We know the numbers. We know what we want. We know what you don't want. And that's it. That's it. Nothing else to talk about. So that is how I see the Pacers-Lakers situation. There's nothing there at all right now. Now, could they get incorporated into a deal when we do make a deal? I think it's a good chance they probably will be the team that gets Russell Westbrook. I think they probably will be the team that lands him. If not, then San Antonio, I think. So one way or another, I'd imagine they're going to get involved in something. So we just be patient and see what happens. The Pacers are a team that has a lot of assets that people don't really necessarily know about. That's the thing about the Pacers, and I've said this once before, and I need to keep this in my mind because it kind of even slips my mind in a way. They got pieces we should want. Isaiah Jackson, we should want him. We drafted him. He should have never been there in the first place. That's our power forward. We should want him. Omari Brissett, should want him. Jalen Smith, I wanted him on my team since he was drafted. Since he was a Phoenix Sun, I've been talking about that kid. So that's a no-brainer for me. Obviously, Buddy Hield and Miles Turner are players that are desirable, even though their price tags are not favorable. The players themselves you definitely want. So they got stuff, man. Even Batazde, a shot blocking center in the back of their bench, I think is somebody that I would like to kick the can on, see if he can do something. Because I remember when he was drafted and he could block some shots and he's never had any minutes. He's been in Pacer land his whole time. When does he get a chance to show that he can do anything? It's never come. So that's somebody that I would love to take a chance on if I need a center. So they got stuff, man. It's not like the Pacers are hurting. The Taylor kid that they picked up last year, super upside. I expect him to be a rebounding monster once again with opportunities. So it's not like the Pacers haven't been scouting well. They really, really have. And I think they're in a position to continue to acquire more stuff. Ben Mathurin, another player that you definitely want. He seems to think he's as good as LeBron James already. A guy with that types of wildly crazy confidence, that usually translates very well in the NBA. Think about Patrick Beverley, Matt Barnes, Metta World Peace, all the guys that are crazy enough to throw rocks at the throne. Those are the guys that usually have a lot of success in remaining in the league. And what I think about Ben Mathurin, after doing a little homework on him, is the boy's a sniper. That's what people are gonna find out. He don't miss a whole lot. So yeah, I'm excited about him too. And so this is a situation where I'm looking at the Pacers. I'm like, all right, Pacers. You know, yes, the Lakers are looking at Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, and that's cool. But BDF 44 is looking at all that other stuff y'all got. I know what you have, and I want that. I want that more than I want some of the pieces Brooklyn got, to be honest with you. Give me Kyrie Irving, and if we could leave Brooklyn alone and take the rest of what we're getting from them, because they got what we really want, low key. You throw in Tyler Brissett, you give me Buddy, man, we can start talking about what 2 picks actually represents when you start talking about what the Pacers really have. I mean, they want 2 picks. They can give up 2 picks for sure. They can get 2 picks worth of stuff from us if they really want to give it up. You feel me? Talk to a GM that know what he's talking about. We get something out of the Pacers for sure. Believe that. They got bigs. We want some of the stuff that they have. Well, us, bigs, maybe not. But point is, they have desirable pieces. Period. So that is something that needs to be understood. Omari Brissett is a guy, and you know I play fantasy basketball. It's a guy who, on a very good night, he's filling up the entire box score. He gets a steal, he gets a block, he gets an assist, he gets a bunch of rebounds, a bunch of points. That's him on a regular night. He's doing everything all the time. So definitely a desirable player. Definitely a desirable player. That 3-man rotation of them guards, do not be surprised if they all blow up at once. Isaiah, Smith, and Brissett, they could all blow up at the same time. So yeah, I'm telling you, I know what the Pacers have, man. I know what they got. They need to get rid of Miles Turner and create that space for them bigs. So yeah, if the Pacers want to really get involved, you guys know what they got. You know now. So that's what it is. That's another thing about the Pacers. With some of the pieces that they have, they really can do a move to get better real quick. They got the cap space. They got the draft picks. They got those young players we're talking about. If they want to get aggressive for any reason, they can totally do that. They can totally do that. Now, I don't think they should. It doesn't necessarily benefit them to try to get aggressive at all. They should continue to try to acquire as much lottery talent as possible, bring themselves all the talent that they would otherwise want to get in free agency now. Get them boys in the draft and have them in your organization early, because you rather have the risk of running to lose them than to never have an opportunity to ever get them. So you got to play it through the draft. You're the Pacers. Nobody's necessarily signing there until that culture of winning is established. So I remember a time when the Pacers were very good. I remember a time when the Pacers was in the finals, and they took 2 games from us. So this is a franchise that has a lot of pride. They know what success means, and they know what it is, and they haven't had it. So they need to continue to build forth, and I think that they will do that. And I would not be surprised to see the Pacers back in a very good spot 3-4 years from now. So, yeah, that's what I want to say about them. But as of right now, we're not necessarily looking to make any moves with them. And I think that's pretty sound at this point, given what we're talking about doing. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it is, man. I didn't really have a whole lot else to say. I just wanted to kind of step in and let you guys know what I'm hearing in regards to the Pacers. It's reported that we're walking away from the table with them, but I think at the end of the day, as I said, no one's ever walking away from the table at all. I think that's just strategy in and of itself. Just like appearing to be at the table is strategy, telling people you're walking away from it is strategy too. So that's pretty much what I got, man. My name is BDL44. I thank y'all for watching.